Hey friends, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Brie. Today we are going to go through my little list I made of K-pop themed inspired gifts for yourself, for your friend, whether you know nothing about K-pop or you just, your mind is blank and you don't know what to get your friend who so happens to like K-pop. Because I feel like with K-pop, there is no one-size-fits-all gift. It all depends on what groups they like, and yeah, it gets really complicated. So I thought it would be pretty simple to kind of like divide them into 3 tiers. So I have the lower tier that'll be more or less up to like $25. $50 will be the mid tier, and then upwards to $100 and maybe even more depending on what it is, will be the higher tier. Before we get into this video, I want to thank Mia Lizaraga, sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly, for suggesting this video. I saw the comment and I thought this would be absolutely perfect. So with that being said, let's get into it. Okay, first on the lower tier, and probably one of the more obvious ones, would be photo cards. You can buy these on Instagram or Mercari. Those are the 2 that I tend to go for. If you're buying off Instagram, let's say your friend's alt bias is, I don't know, Mingyu from 17. You can search up on Instagram the hashtag MingyuWTS, which stands for Mingyu willing to sell. That way you can find people who are trying to get rid of their Mingyu PCs and you can just go ahead and buy them. If you feel a little uneasy or skeptical buying on Instagram, Mercari is probably the way to go for you. There's no drastic change in price. That really just depends on the photo card itself. If you don't know what photo cards your friend has, maybe you want to try and get a photo card that you know for sure that they won't have, I would suggest using the keyword POB, which stands for pre-order benefit. These are photo cards that are only given out during a certain amount of time for a specific store, if that makes sense. They're more on the rare side as opposed to album photo cards, but I will say if you tend to go for that option, they are a little pricier than regular album photo cards that are typically like $5-6-ish. Those POBs are like 15, 20, and it can get even worse. So if they really are into collecting photo cards, then this is probably a really good idea. Next, we have photo card binders. Maybe they have a huge collection or they have a small collection, but I have a whole beautiful array of little ones in the back. For example, I have my Psychers one right here. This is from Bora Studios. It's way more on the smaller scale, but it's a perfect place to store your photo cards. And I believe one time for a gift, my friend got me a book, and inside they had a photo card in it that they gifted me. So if you want to do that, that would be a really cute idea. They get the book, they open it, and then they see the photo card inside. There's obviously different kinds of sizes for those. We have all these little cute ones, and then there's more, the heavy duty big binder, and maybe they need that instead, that are like 3x3. So whatever floats your or their boat. And then going off the photo card train again, we have photo card holders. I've showed my entire collection in a previous video where I showed everything I collect, but these are photo card holders. I know you can get some on Amazon or Etsy. I do have a few shops that I will list right here that I get my photo card holders from. Like, this is the phone I brought recently to Psychers. You have this 3D one, and they just put a little photo card in there and they can bring it with them. They are pretty much like $11, $10 to $15, depending on where you're getting them from. These are always very fun and cute. Next, I think this would be a super cute idea if you have a friend who likes to decorate top loaders. If you don't know what that is, let me show you. So these are top loaders. People like to decorate them, and similar to the photo card holder, they bring this around, and it's like a whole thing. You're about to eat and you take a little photo of San in front of your coffee or your food because San eats first. But if they like to decorate, or they would enjoy stickering something, I feel like if you just bought a whole pack of top loaders, which if you get a small pack, it should be relatively cheap, and then maybe some sticker sheets and photo cards, that's up to you, but that would be a really cute idea. You just kind of like put it together like a little deco kit basket. I was gifted this one, look how cute, and then I made this one. Some accounts I can recommend for sticker buying would be these right here. You can pretty much get stickers anywhere though, but these are my favorite shops. The next item on the list, if they're an army, BT21 Creme Shop makeup. They have a lot of cute themed palettes and just like lip balms and blushes, and maybe you can do like a whole little kit or set for their favorite BT21 character. That would be so freaking cute. And then you can also make that into another maybe self-care slash beauty box, because the Creme Shop has all sorts of self-care like face masks and, you know, like the spa headbands with like little ears. Next we have tote bags. I feel like tote bags can pretty much range, you know, there's a lot of different prices for these K-pop tote bags, but my friend Kayla, she has her brand Wonderless Works, and I need you to look at this and this and this, and these are less than $25 and they are just so cute. The Y2K like 3D font. Okay, if you're feeling more DIY-ish, you want to make something for your friend, I feel like not only a little keychain with, I have this one, it says Felix on it, but this keychain attached to those, you know, those acrylic keychain holder things, and you just insert a photo of their bias, and then maybe you can like deco it with stickers and then attach, you know, one of these keychains that you make to it, so it's like a whole thing. That would be so stinking cute. And maybe you make one for all their biases in different colors. But I just have this whole collection of keychains I've been gifted. But that would be so cute. I know they sell some on Etsy. You can always buy them as well, but if you wanted to make it, that would be a pretty good idea. All right, next on the list, don't hate me. I think this is so funny. Maybe matching cringe K-pop shirts. Like, I acknowledge it's cringe and it's ugly, but I want it. Like for a pajama shirt. That's so silly. I don't know, I would appreciate it. I want it, okay? So maybe don't take that one seriously. If your friend wears Crocs all the time and they have no, what are they called, giblets? Why are they called that, by the way? Giblets? I am so sorry. They're called gibbets. Giblets are something completely different. My bad. I know now. The Puff Shop. They have these adorable little K-pop inspired croc gems. K-pop jewelry. I made a video showing my subtle K-pop merch where I showed these two necklaces I have from Sora 7. It is the ATEEZ and the New Jeans necklace. I feel like there's just so many shops that you can get jewelry. There's all sorts. I'll try to list all the ones I can think of right over here for your K-pop jewelry. This is me from 10 minutes in the future. I realized I forgot two very important lower end tier items. One of them being K-pop pins, and I have a few shops that I can recommend. If your friend or whoever you're buying gifts for has ITA bags where you can insert pins for concerts, I think this would be a perfect gift. I feel like pins are typically like $12 depending on where you're buying from. The second thing I missed, which I don't understand how I missed this, are pickets. I have 3 and they're all from Unulin. Here we have San, and on the back it says San, and then we have Hongjung, and with ATEEZ tour being teased for 2024-2025, these are perfect. I even have a Ricky one that I showed in my KCON vlog. But yes, I also know Sabi Pins makes some too. They came out with these P1 Harmony ones, and I got the strawberry intak one. It's on its way and I can't wait for it to get here. But yes, Unulin, Sabi Pins. If you wanted to do an original, like a authentic official picket, those are gonna be like 50 bucks. So yes, I feel like this is a very cute idea. And I believe they're like 15 to 18, definitely not more than 25. And then last but not least on this lower end tier, we have light stick accessories. So headbands or bows. I have most of my headbands, or all of my headbands, from Amei Crochet. She crochets all of her headbands and they're so stinking cute. And so many idols have noticed her headbands at concerts and they love them. So it is idol approved. And for the bows, I have one shop in mind, but I'll do some more research and provide some little stores here. I know there's a whole bunch on Etsy too. So my friend got me this from Mercari Japan, but I'm sure you can get it on like Amazon or a regular Mercari. And this is from Amei Crochet, and it's on my piece bong. And the bow came with this little wrist holder. Okay, so that completes the lower tier. So let's get into the mid tier, which is ranging up to 50, more or less around that area. So again, starting off with a more obvious one, one would be albums. Albums or even signed albums. You can get signed albums. I've bought from M-Wave shop, but those are for current comebacks and it's not for all groups. Mercari and eBay for signed albums. For regular albums, if you know that you have an album store or a K-pop store near you, I would say you're better off going in person than paying for the shipping, unless you want to, you know, buy several online, because shipping can sometimes be a little pricey depending on where you're buying from. This kind of goes with albums a little bit, but a CD player. If your friend or whoever you're buying gifts for has a lot of albums, or you know, they just like to play music out loud, the speaker's pretty good on this thing, I will say. And it's pretty aesthetic. I've seen cute photos on Pinterest of people decorating it. Third on the list are K-pop shirts, and not the ones I was talking about. Not those. We're serious this time. One Stardust the other day posted that they're doing this build your own t-shirt, and they have 3 templates, I believe. Yes, build your own tee. So there's 3 templates, custom text, custom image, and then you can see they have like a preview at the very end when you build it. There's like a laptop frame, a heart frame, oh my god, the heart one, and then like a pearly heart one. I will be buying one for myself. For what bias? For Ricky. Duh. So we have next on the list, official merch. The only website I can think of to for sure, you know, like a guaranteed you are buying an official piece of K-pop merch is Coco Dive. You can also find official like K-pop tour merch or just K-pop merch on eBay, Mercari. Official merch doesn't have to be clothing. It could also be like little merchandise that they've sold in the past. Like I know ATEEZ, they do birthday merchandise. If the person you're buying gifts for likes vinyl records or has a vinyl record player, I don't think all albums have vinyl records. Maybe you can find one for an album that they like, for a group that they like. And the last thing on the mid-tier would be anything BT21 related from the Line store that are like, you know, maybe plushies or cushions. I know the Line store also has things for Treasure as well, but I know that they recently came out with new jeans stuff. All right, now we are finally entering the higher tier. It's going up to $100 or more, give or take. Starting with the more obvious of them all, light sticks. If your friend is a concert goer or you know they're planning to go to concerts, ATEEZ. ZB1? Who said that? I need a Zero Base One tour so badly. But this isn't about me. Light sticks. Depending on where you get them, I feel like they are typically like $70 is the lowest they'll be. Another clothing category for this would be K-pop jackets. I immediately think of Ordinary Affairs jackets. They have Yoongi ones, 17 ones. I have the Blackpink one, and they're just constantly coming out with new jackets, and those are more on the 100 and like, I believe 150, but they are such good quality. I can vouch for them. They're very thick, they keep me warm, and it's subtle enough to where it's not screaming eat, sleep, K-pop, repeat, you know? Like there's little patches. Some are racer jackets, I believe. Some are more like Letterman style or varsity jackets. I think that would be a really cute idea, especially for the winter time. I believe it's called ITA bags. I'm not so sure what that stands for. Another perfect thing for concert goers. Some ITA bags are clear, some are not. Here I have an example of one that isn't. This little one from Bora Studios. It's a little strawberry heart, and this zipper right in the front, it opens to remove this heart in the front. And if your friend or whoever you're buying gifts for likes to collect pins, I feel like this is kind of, you know, not necessarily K-pop related, but because a lot of people like to bring these kind of bags to concerts, I think it fits in pretty well. And this is specifically for buttons. Ah! So cute! So it's like this. It's covered by this plastic on top, so none of your badges or buttons will get scratched or ruined. This may not be a clear bag, but usually for venues, you look up, you know, the measurements of the bags you can bring in, and this would pass. I hardly use clear bags. I just make sure that my bag follows the requirements. So this bag, this mini one, would be perfect, and they can put all their little buttons and whatnot on here. Okay, this one might be a little too expensive, but I feel like IKEA has a few that aren't too crazy. but bookshelves for their albums. They don't have to necessarily be the huge ones, you know, like my Billy one, I think it's called. But I feel like bookshelves would be such a cute little decor slash storage for their albums, especially if they have a lot of albums and nowhere to put them. I confused myself a little bit because I put on the higher tier official tour merch, which I did kind of touch on the mid tier, but I think it's because the prices really vary. But I feel like just tour merch in general could be pretty expensive. I know, for example, some merch they only have for their Seoul or Korean concerts. I think that's what I meant when I wrote that down, because ATEEZ, for example, they have the Thunder merch from their Seoul tour, I believe. Let's see how much these bad boys go for. I found one. On Mercard, we have ATEEZ Thunder merch. Oh, I think it's a top, like the jersey top. That's $110. Last but not least, on the higher end list would be Season's Greetings. I originally had this listed in the mid tier, but after shipping, it's high tier for sure. If you don't know what Season's Greetings are, basically a package. It's like a stationery, getting ready for the new year. It's very specific to the next year, so they'll all be like, I don't know, Rise Season's Greetings 2024. There's this poster right here, the P1 teddy bear poster I have. That was from 2021, I believe. Oh, no, 2022. But I still have it because I just like the teddy bear concept. Not every Season's Greetings comes with the same things, but it's more or less like a calendar, a diary slash journal, a poster, maybe some stickers or like pens, photo card sets. So you get quite a bit in this little package. Since they are pre-orders for Season's Greetings, they typically come, I've seen, as early as late December. That one might be a tricky one actually because they may not come in on time. I thought it would still be fun to throw it out there. Maybe you won't see your friend or whoever you're buying gifts for until after Christmas, and then it comes in on time and then it all works out. Or you tell them that you bought it for them. I'm not sure, but I just thought I'd still include that in the list because you get quite a lot in that little package. Oh my god, I forgot something. Okay. Going back to the lower tier or maybe mid tier depending on where you're buying from, a custom blanket. I feel like that would be like, it's silly, but it's useful. Like they'll use it, you know what I mean? Maybe like a blanket with their face on it. The idol, not the friend. Or you can Photoshop and put them together if you're good at that. I would use that blanket all the time. I think you can do it on like Shutterfly or something like that. Or like a funny meme of their idol on the blanket. I would appreciate that. I would love that. Okay, anyways, that is all for this video. I know I probably missed quite a few things. I kind of just like wrote this list on a whim. If you thought of something that I didn't include, please say it in the comments for other people to get ideas from. I hope either way, this list of mine or something that I mentioned today sparked some sort of inspiration for you. And if you're shopping for someone who likes K-pop and you yourself came in not knowing anything, I hope that at least this helped a little bit with that confusion, because there really is no one-size-fits-all gift for a K-pop stan. That is all I have to say, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little festive I wish I decorated my desk, but hopefully I can come back with more festive Christmassy holiday videos like this one. I wanted to try and get this one out ASAP, but yes, I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, take care, love you.